A clever, bright red hen named Ruby lived on a cozy farm by the forest's edge. Known for her sharp wits and keen eyes, Ruby was respected by the other animals, especially with a sly fox named Freddy lurking nearby. Freddy, infamous for his tricks and love of chicken, had his eye on Ruby. One sunny morning, Ruby was pecking around the farmyard, enjoying the warm sun and her grains, when she spotted something out of the corner of her eye. There, just beyond the fence, was Freddy, crouched low and eyeing her with a glint in his eye. "Good morning, Ruby," called Freddy in his smooth, sly voice. "Why don't you come closer and we can have a little chat?" Ruby was no fool. She knew better than to trust the fox, but she also loved a challenge. She clucked softly, pretending to be uninterested as she kept a close watch on him. "Oh, Freddy," she called back. "I'd love to chat, but I'm much too busy here on the farm. Maybe another day." Freddy wasn't one to give up easily. "Oh, but it's a perfect day for a stroll in the forest, don't you think? Imagine all the delicious bugs and worms you could find under the trees." He tried to sound tempting, hoping Ruby's curiosity would lead her right to him. Ruby thought for a moment, pretending to consider his offer. That does sound nice," she said, scratching her beak thoughtfully. "But how do I know you're not planning to turn me into your next meal?" Freddy laughed, trying to hide his annoyance. "Why, Ruby, I'm hurt that you'd even think that. I only wanted to enjoy a nice conversation. We could walk together and enjoy the fresh air. I promise no tricks." Ruby knew Freddy was lying, but she decided to play along. She walked over to the gate, keeping just enough distance. "All right, Freddy, I'll join you, but first let's make a deal. I know you're hungry, and I know you think you're clever, but if I can prove I'm smarter than you, you'll leave me and my friends here alone forever." Freddy's eyes narrowed, but he saw an opportunity. "All right, Ruby, if you can outsmart me, I'll leave your farm alone. But if you lose, you'll come with me back to my den, and I'll have myself a feast." Ruby agreed, and the two set off together towards the edge of the woods. As they walked, Freddy tried to keep his intentions hidden, but he couldn't resist licking his lips each time he glanced at Ruby. She noticed and smirked inwardly, formulating a plan. As they approached a thick part of the woods, Ruby suddenly stopped. "Oh, look over there," she exclaimed, pointing her wing to a bush rustling nearby. Freddy's ears perked up. "What is it?" he asked, intrigued. "It must be a rabbit," Ruby said excitedly. "Or maybe even a squirrel. Something big enough to fill your belly for days." Freddy's eyes sparkled with hunger, and he crept toward the bush, lowering his body and preparing to pounce. But just as Freddy leapt at the bush, Ruby flapped her wings and gave a loud squawk, startling him. Out of the bush came a flurry of bees, angry and buzzing loudly. Freddy froze, realizing his mistake. Before he could run, the bees were upon him, stinging him from head to tail. He yelped in pain and dashed away, rolling on the ground to shake them off.